to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
Door goes very, very close. She cries it out. She cries it out. As she folds into her folds through the hole, through the rabbit hole. As she folds into her folds through the hole.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with...
Hi, Sandrushka.
Hi, I'm Christina.
I'm Leo. And Memo from Descartes a Kant. Pronounced Descartes a Kant in Spanish. Makes more sense in Spanish.
But you can call us Dak.
Dak. That's pretty cool. And I thought it was Spanish to begin with. So what was the first way you said it if it wasn't Spanish? Was it Portuguese?
No, that was in English. Descartes a Kant. Was French, but that's how Americans pronounce it, you know.
Oh, okay.
That's how this Thurston Moore pronounced it when Descartes had to open for Sonic Youth.
Nice. I like it. So here you are, louder than life. On a day that doesn't have rain, how about that? That's pretty cool, because I don't know if you saw what happened the past couple days.
Yeah, we heard. But we were in Texas, dying.
It was bad there, right?
Yeah, such a climate contrast.
No doubt. Yeah, so you guys are from Guadalajara, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was down in Puerto Vallarta and San Pancho, and what's the other surf town? Sausalito, right?
Sayulita.
Sayulitas.
Sayulita.
I was drawing a blank there. And I'll tell you what was interesting is when I went to, because I'm a surfer, so that's why I went to those places. Sayulitas was beautiful, but I couldn't believe how much traffic was there. And I heard that actually Mexico took the town off the magical city list. You know how you guys have a magical city? Took it off because it's too modernized now. That's wild to me.
Yeah, very characteristic of Mexico City. Like if you survive that traffic, you're good for all the republic. But yeah, also Guadalajara and Jalisco is like, we're too crowded.
Yeah, like I also go to Costa Rica all the time, and the same thing's happening, like these little gem towns that I would go to that nobody really knows. Now they're like paving roads to get there.
Yeah.
And it takes away the magic of it, because it's like you need to keep some nature. Like we can have the Mexico cities, but also let's keep the nature places too.
Yeah. Did you like the beach?
Yeah, I mean,
Puerto Vallarta.
It was okay. I liked it down there better. San Pancho was nice.
Yeah.
And I did go to Mexico City actually by mistake because I forget what happened, but my flight was like delayed a day. And I was already near there, so like that's where my flight was going to be. So I'm like, cool, I'll get to explore Mexico City. When I was in the ruins, it was so weird because people said to me, maybe that was like the spirits. Something stung me, like in my elbow. I didn't even see it. And like my elbow swelled up. I pulled the stinger out, but I didn't see a bug anywhere. Like it was weird.
That was weird.
It was like literally while I'm walking through the ruins.
It was a spirit.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So my head engineer, who will probably edit this interview, he's also from Mexico. And he's like, you need to eat I forget what he said in Spanish, but it's the ant larva taco. Yeah.
They're called escamoles.
Yeah, so have you guys ever eaten those?
No, I'm too scared of bugs, so
Yeah, I was
Not
like,
my thing.
yeah, I was like, I don't think so. He's like, it's just like caviar. And I'm like, I don't like caviar either. And then he said the grasshopper tacos.
Oh, I have tried the salt, grasshopper salt. That is
Okay,
good.
that's good.
As long as it is not the shape of a bug, I can eat it. I mean, it's just. Yeah.
Nice. So, is this your first time playing one of the Danny Wimmer festivals?
And this festival, yes, it's our first time. And also, like, with this size of bands,
Yeah.
probably.
Is there some band you guys want to see today?
I would have loved to see Slayer, but that was not today.
Yeah. And it wasn't the other day either.
Yeah.
They got canceled.
Oh, that's right.
But
I
Body
read that.
Count played Rain and Blood last night.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, Judas Priest for sure. I'd like to see that. Who else is playing? Korn,
You
I
got
think?
Korn is playing. Man, there's
Judas Priest.
Yeah, Priest he mentioned, and let's see who else. There's a bunch of bands today. There's you guys.
I think it's Biohazard's playing.
Biohazard's playing. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. And let's see, we got Black Map, Eagles of Death Metal, but everybody wants to go to your slot instead. It turns out they're at your
What?
slot.
Are you serious? I was getting a little bit scared that everybody wants to go to Eagles of That Metal, but
No, they all got to go to your set. You'll be shocked,
Oh.
actually, at these festivals, especially in the U.S., because I do them all over the world. These specific, the Danny Wimmer festivals, it's amazing how the smaller bands get huge crowds, even playing like first thing during the day.
that is amazing.
Like, there's bands that play at 11 that have a huge crowd singing their songs, and it's like, the band's like, how do they even know who we are?
Oh, that's crazy. That's good to know.
Yeah,
Now I'm nervous.
Oh, you're going to kill it. And then you got Poppy is playing today and Spirit Box. You know Spirit Box?
I don't.
Oh, you got to check out Spirit Box. They're great. Architects, Gojira. Could you believe they were performing in the Olympics?
and it was awesome.
It was now, okay, did you see all the idiot people that were talking about, oh, there it is, the Illuminati putting Satanism into the Olympics? Have you ever read their lyrics? They're about as far as from a satanic band as possible. Like, they're all about
Yeah.
the earth and the whales and all that.
Yeah, of course.
And I bring that up because it just proves, like, people need, when they check out bands, to check out the lyrics, check out what the band's about. Don't make an assumption
Yeah.
of what they are, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because it's probably wrong.
And also the drag queens came out like in the Olympics.
Yeah.
All the people were like, oh, they're trying to put their statement to the world and da-da-da-da-da.
It's
just
so
ridiculous.
dumb. Okay, so I live in Florida, okay? Our dumb governor, like, outlawed drag shows, took
I know.
any reference to LGBTQ out of schools, took any reference of Black history out of school.
That is ridiculous. I
Like,
mean,
2024, we're doing
Yeah.
that? I don't get it.
Yeah.
That's why we need music. Because I think
Yes.
that time we didn't have music for 2 years, it allowed these idiot politicians to control us with fear and not have an outlet of music of people that can unite us. Because to me, music's the great therapy and uniter.
of
And
course.
thank God we have it again.
Yes.
So tell the listeners, so they are not confused like they are with Kajira, how you guys would describe your music and what it's about. Not genre, but you as artists, because I hate genres because it boxes you into, this is what I have to do.
Yeah, definitely. We hate genres too. I guess this band started like an anti-genre band.
I love that.
But I would describe it like a girl on her seriously.
Oh my God,
Like,
that is a great
I wish you
descri-
were
That's like the
you were a
greatest
girl
des-
and you understood like exactly.
I have 2
that
ex-wives
mood
and
swings.
3 daughters, so I have a small idea.
Okay, you do.
I've been surrounded by it. Still am.
Yeah.
I'm the one that at 2 o'clock in the morning, my daughter was like, and she was at her friend's house. Dad, I need you to bring me tampons.
Yeah. So a girl on her period would listen to a lot of music, depending on the time and
Your
the mood of
mood.
the day.
Your emotion.
Yeah.
And that's the way it should be anyway. Like, you know, I like my favorite types of music, but I get into different vibes and different moods. And I remember back when I was younger, you could only listen to this band and nothing else. You know, it's funny. We had Slayer here and we had Metallica. I was at Motley Crue. I saw them before they even had albums. Slayer, I was at their first show ever. Once Slayer came out, you weren't allowed to like Motley Crue. And it was like that. It wasn't even just genre. It was like, you can't like this band because they're not our exact sound. And it's so stupid. That's what's great about festivals is you can find all these different sounds and the kind of music you want to listen to or never heard because of that. And you're like, wow, this is really pretty good. I also like about today bands, and you're probably the same, where all the members have different influences, so they bring a blend into the band that makes it a more unique sound.
Yeah, I guess we always were. Maybe this band exists because of that, not to be in a box and try different things, and also through time, because also music has gone through a lot since the band started.
Yeah.
We've seen emo. It's funny because today there's a lot of bands playing that we grew up with.
Yeah.
And so it's going back in time to when we started.
That's pretty cool. It is pretty wild that some of these bands they're like older bands, but they're still young kids going out and seeing them. That's another thing. Like, if you went to a Slayer show back in the 80s, you wouldn't find anybody that was over 21. And it's basically just kids. And now it's like you have this mixture, so it becomes like a family thing. You didn't even have families at festivals. Now you have families at festivals. I brought my grandkids into the mosh pits, and it's like we can all enjoy it together. I think of my parents. Like, they would have never listened to the music I listened to.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I guess that's the magic of music. Like, it unifies everything. It's for everyone.
Absolutely.
We are surprised that our music connects with little kids.
Really?
That probably don't understand the lyrics, but they connect with the show and the visuals and the colors. And they really have no...
Prejudice?
Yeah.
Prejudice is a word.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love it.
Yeah. They are pure and have no filters, so they just enjoy music.
See, we teach kids to be idiots, is the way I put it. Because, like, we teach them prejudice. We teach them what to like, what not to like. If we would just let them go, then they could explore their imagination. For some reason, especially, too, I see a lot nowadays, it's like kids are expected to be adults, like, as kids. Just let them be kids. Like, okay, they run around. They're supposed to have energy. They're not supposed to sit still and be. Let them express themselves. That's my viewpoint.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what music's all about, isn't it? You know, like, I remember I was playing guitar, and my dad was like, you should give that up, you suck. And basically, because I was, like, experimenting with sounds, I wanted to see what weird sounds I could make or what I could do different. Because it's easy to be like any other guitarist. The way you become a superstar guitarist is find your own sound.
That is why when I was a child, I refused to get guitar lessons. I was like, no, let me explore.
Nice.
But exactly, my father got me into lessons, and I was like a rebel when I was
boring.
like 10 years old.
It's boring. I remember taking lessons, and all I could do was scales, and it's like, no, I want to play something. I don't want to just go do all day long.
That's boring.
I was like, and that's why I stopped playing guitar. Because of that boring stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so thank God you didn't.
Yeah. It took me somewhere.
So tell us what you got going on after Louder Than Life that you want the listeners to know about.
Yeah, we have some more shows in the United States coming up. We have Kansas City on Wednesday, After that, I'm not sure about the dates, but we are in Denver and Colorado Springs.
Nice.
We're in Aftershock Festival.
Nice. That's a fun one,
So
too.
maybe Slayer will play there. And that's the
Let's hope so.
Same day we play, actually. Very excited about that. And I think also Ministry, which is one of my favorite bands.
That's going to be good, too.
And then we play Alex Bar in Long Beach. And then we go back to Mexico to do the KEXP session in Mexico City that they're doing. And then we have a run in the East Coast. We're going to New York, Richmond, Philadelphia, I think Baltimore. I don't remember what else. And no, that's the West Coast. That's after. We're going to do some Pacific Northwest shows in San Francisco and hopefully LA as well. Portland, Seattle. Yeah, it's a lot of U.S. touring coming up in the next few months still. And then we close out the year with some shows in Mexico with our friends from Norway called Mo, which is a great band.
Nice. And Aftershock, that's another fun one. You'll love Aftershock.
Yeah.
And hopefully, yes, Slayer will play. I did get to see Slayer last Sunday at Riot Fest.
Oh, you were there. We played Chicago like a couple of days after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I was really bummed. Slayer's like my favorite band.
Oh, really?
So I was really bummed that they didn't play here, but at least I got to play them and see them then, and I'll see them in Aftershock.
That's awesome. We actually got to open for them once in Mexico.
Really? That's pretty cool.
For some reason, Dave Lombardo is really into our band. But he's not there anymore. But
I love him. We were friends way back
really?
in the day.
Oh,
he's like one of my favorite drummers ever. I wish he was still in Slayer.
Yeah. He's a great guy.
But I was over at Grass Pop in Belgium, and he was playing with Mr. Bungle.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it was amazing. I've seen him with the original Misfits.
That's awesome.
And this other band he does with Biffy.
Dead Cross?
No, that's another one. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank.
Is it Film? No?
I'll probably remember after the interview. But look at that. He's the busiest musician ever.
Yeah.
He's like in every band.
Yes. He was in Suicidal Tendencies for a bit.
Yes, he was. Yeah, I mean, so it's like he's made, because everybody wants him.
Yeah.
Like he is, to me, him and Hanneman were the Slayer sound originally.
Yes, of course.
You know? And maybe he liked you because he's Latino too.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah. I don't know how. I think Mike Patton recommended our band to him.
Really?
And because he.
Now, that's a big privilege.
And wearing his shirt, actually.
Nice.
And that's he came to Mexico City once, and it was very weird because you don't expect someone from Slayer is gonna contact you. You know, it's like,
right?
Hey, Mike told me you guys were his friends. Do you wanna hang out? And it's like, yes. So he came to our house, had some drinks, some food, and when he played in the band, he invited us to many Slayer shows, and once we got to play with them, which was very weird because we don't sound that heavy. So their audience in Mexico City was a bit rough, you know?
I saw a show back in the day where Stryper opened for Slayer. You know Stryper? They were like this Christian hair metal band. Yeah, look them up. They look like bumblebees. And they're this Christian hair metal band. Imagine that opening for Slayer in the beginning.
So you said you were at the first show?
Yeah.
Where was that?
It was in L.A. I don't even remember which club. It was somewhere in L.A. I saw him like 1,000 times in my
history,
lifetime.
Yeah?
Yeah, totally. It was, because there was nothing like it then. You know, it was like, Motley Crue was probably the heaviest band in L.A. Till Slayer and Metallica.
Yeah, and it was a band that I was a kid, but my older brother listened to all the metal bands, and it was the one band that I remember. It was like the punks were into it, and the metalheads were into it, and Motorhead as well.
Yeah,
those two bands.
It was Motorhead and Slayer. Yeah. Well, because you know why? Lombardo's a punk, and Jeff's a punk, and Tom wasn't even a metalhead, and Kerry was the total metalhead. So they combined the metal and punk. That drumming that Lombardo did in the beginning, that was more punk drumming than metal drumming. And he introduced the double bass.
That makes sense, yeah.
So that's why I think Slayer and Motorhead like united us, because when I was a kid, I had long hair. I couldn't go to punk shows. Punks couldn't go to long hair shows. You know, it was like we were enemies even though we were both the outcasts, that the jocks were, bullying us in school, but we should have banded together. We were fighting each other instead. It was stupid. Again,
It's crazy to think now.
I know, again, why it's better today, where we can all be in one place. Nobody's an outsider. We're all included, and we're one big happy family.
Yes. Only the ska, guys. Just kidding.
How do people reach out to you guys on the web, socials, buy merch, any of that good stuff?
We have a merch store on our websites, Instagram, and all of those social media. We're selling merch at the shows today at Louder and the upcoming shows. We have vinyl of our latest 2 records, a cassette for the last one.
Nice.
CDs of all of them. And yeah, just Descartes.com, like the philosopher, then the letter A, and then Kant, like the other philosopher. We ship worldwide, and of course, we're selling merch at the shows today at Louder and the upcoming shows. We have vinyl of our latest 2 records, a cassette for the last one.
Nice.
CDs of all of them. And yeah, just Descartes.com.
Check out our YouTube channel where you can see the series of videos that are from our latest album, After Destruction, which was conceived like this concept, full audiovisual piece that
Nice.
you can check. We're releasing track by track that, goes and takes you through the narrative of the album. So if you
love
want
that.
to learn more about Descartes Kant, please visit youtube.com, Descartes Kant Music, and Descartes TV. Yeah, that's the only one that is different from the others.
Yeah, and I love that because that's one thing we are missing nowadays that was better in the old days. An album was like an experience.
Yes.
I would go out on the balcony and just read all the lyrics, look at all the artwork, and just get totally immersed in it,
Yeah.
opposed to, oh, that sounds okay. Okay, let's listen to the next track.
Yeah, I love that about listening to full albums. So
Yeah.
we always try to do that with our own albums.
I love it.
So our latest album is like a therapy session.
I love it. Well, music is therapy, so there it is. And we need it nowadays more
we
than
need
ever.
it, definitely.
Well, you guys rock. I'm very excited about you being here at Louder Than Life and at Aftershock. We'll have to go watch Slayer together. And thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.